Hello everyone, welcome to New Phone, where I cannot hide how tired I look. I have two packages to open today, and one of them is actually something I've been wanting for quite a while, but I didn't get it because it's so expensive, and it's just like, I can't even imagine that I finally did buy it, because it's like, oh my god, I cannot believe I spent that much money. But I did make an order from Christensen, which, if you guys don't know, Christensen is a very high-end grooming brand, dog grooming brand. And, I use their shampoo a lot, but we've never ordered, like, any of their brushes or anything because they're just expensive. And, however, today I ordered two brushes. Oh, there's a packing list in here. Oh, in case you have to return it. Okay. So we got the Big G slicker in medium and the Mark whatever X is. What's X? Can you look up what the Roman numeral X means? 10. Okay, the Mark 10 tiny head slicker, which is really little. So this is, there he is. So this is the Mark 10. He's very small, and it's not like we got this where I got this one because I wanted to have something to brush Arlo's like leg poofs and his ears and just like do detail slickering. And I've never really had something before that could do that. So this is going to be a really nice addition to our grooming routine. And then I did also get a Big G, a coral slicker, like all the fancy groomers on TikTok are using these days. And the reasoning for that is because our current slicker is not my favorite, and because Sunshine has been having, wow, it is really pretty. Sunshine has been having some issues with her blowout, and I really think that a really good slicker will help. So I'm hoping this will hopefully help her as well. So starting with the Mark 10, as you can see, it is a wood slicker. It's got a nice cushion under the pins. It's hard to give you guys a good view. It's got a nice cushion under the pins, and it does have quite a few of those long pins. And then we have the coral Big G, which, I mean, in person, it actually doesn't look like they're as tall as like they look on the camera. They look insane on the camera, but this is kind of a really nice brush to hold. You're not really,
Move it up and down.
What?
Move it up and down. The reflection just looks so cool.
On the, yeah, they're stainless steel pins. So it's a lot nicer to hold. It's a lot, like, it's just more solid of a brush, and it does have that cushion underneath, but it's definitely like a smaller pushback cushion than the Mark 10, which the reasoning for that is because you want a larger pushback cushion on the smaller brushes so that you have more like give when you're doing those little detail areas, but then the larger ones, when you're doing larger areas, you don't need that much pushback. So as you can see, it doesn't go down too much, but they are very nice pins on here. You can see them reflecting all over the place. So the big draw of this is that the pins are very long, but they're also it's hard to describe because they're like flexible, but they're not like flimsy. So I'm gonna give you guys a detail look. So this is the Mark 10, and as you can see, it's got a lot of little tiny pins. These are more detail-oriented brushes, like I said. So for spots like the ears, the ends of the ears, that kind of stuff, and like Arlo when he grows out and he's got his leg palms and stuff, those areas, the tail, that kind of stuff. You can see Christensen, made in Germany. So there's that. And then this is the Big G coral brush, which a lot of poodle owners that I know have this brush, but they actually have it in the bigger version. But for me, with my line brushing technique, I think that the medium one is probably fine. So as you can see, it's got a lot of L-shaped pins. A lot of slickers will have just straight up pins and then they go a little to the side. These ones, you can see that it really picks them up from the roots. And the cushion is a lot thinner, so it's not really as heavy as the other one. Made in Germany. So there are those two slickers. So I definitely plan to eventually make a video on like why getting higher quality brushes is important, at least for us. That's not this video, but eventually I will make a video like that. So I do really think that they are a lot higher quality, and I hope that they kind of work that way as well. But this was just sort of a box opening. So you get the brush, obviously, and then they also send you the little boxes that they come in. So in the Christensen store. So I think I'm gonna keep these to kind of protect the pins on the brushes. So yeah. So yeah, that's kind of it. I know this wasn't very exciting, but I will eventually do a video where I kind of show the difference between like the higher quality and the lower quality brushes. So it's a couple days later and I have been using the products. I've been using the two brushes. I really love both of them. The only thing that I will mention, and I've been using both of them pretty often, like at least every 2 days. The only thing that I've really noticed that's kind of annoying is the bristles are so easy to bend. I mean, even if you just like put it down on a counter, they will bend, you know? So it's really kind of frustrating in that way because I don't know how to fix them. But it doesn't really affect the use of the brush that much. So to me, that's not the biggest deal. But, and obviously I try not to put them down that way very often. But like the first day when I was using them the same way that I would use my old slicker, it was just kind of like, put it down, you know? So I bought another one. I bought another Mark brush. So this is the Mark 3, I think. So there he is. It's similar to the little one that I got. However, it is a larger area. And the reasoning for that is that I love the Big G, the coral brush. However, bristles are significantly longer. So if I'm trying not to brush something too long, it's nicer to have some shorter bristles. So normally, I keep his body trimmed short, and he's got big Miami poofs, right? And then he also has his top knot up and his tail. So for his little floofs on the feet, I'm planning on using this guy, which is the Mark X, right? The little teeny one with bristles like that because it's longer. And then this, being the coral brush, the bristles are significantly longer. I'd probably use this more for like his tail, which I don't really cut. And then this brush the fact that it's taking me, the fact that I'm struggling so much is just honestly kind of embarrassing. Okay. So the bristles on this guy, you can see, are obviously significantly shorter. And the reasoning for that is that and they're also a lot tougher than on here. They're like a lot harder to fuck up. So I'm pretty sure that this is going to be my go-to brush for his body. And then this one is for the longer parts of him, like his poofs on his legs, or maybe his top knot and ears and tail. And then this is for the smaller areas around his feet or on his legs where I'm trying to do detail work. So I know that's kind of convoluted, and at like $50 a pop, these brushes, I mean, this one was like 65 and these two were like 50-ish. For how much they are, it is kind of a lot, but to be honest with you, I can really notice a difference. I have noticed a difference in the softness of his hair, and the fact that before, what would happen is I would brush, and I would do back brushing and forward brushing, which is what you're supposed to do, or forward and then back. The problem is that it would give him like this split end texture on the top. And I wasn't sure why that was happening, because I was using a higher quality slicker. And it's because of the points on the brush. So you want to use a brush that does not end in like super insane points. These ones, you can hardly see. It's going to be difficult to get it to like focus on that. But you can kind of see that they do not end in a super sharp point. None of them do. They are actually like dremeled down so that they don't end in like a super sharp point. And that's why I'm really liking these brushes. I like a lot of Christensen products. So I'm really glad that I got this one as well. I think that I've kind of rounded out my collection. I do have combs that I like. I don't think that I would get another comb because I like the ones that I have. Maybe eventually I'll get like a thinner one, but he's not at the level in his hair where we really need that, because his top knot doesn't really get that long right now. So I think that this is a good setup for me to just kind of get used to more professional grooming. And yeah, I'm really happy with these. They do feel like really high quality brushes, so I'm really happy that I got them. So that's kind of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Gosh, it looks like a lot. Pretty soon I will do a grooming stuff tour, and like show you guys all my tools, maybe. So if you guys are interested in seeing something like that, why don't you just comment down below and we can do something like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more poodle content, hit that subscribe button and hit that alarm bell so that you don't miss any time that I upload. And that's kind of it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in whatever I make next. Bye.